Hello, crafty besties. I am coming to you from my craft room, but we are about to take this video on the go because today is our very first sewing video. So I have never sewed anything before in my life, but I'm going to try to sew a tote bag. It's one of my 2025 New Year's resolutions to try to learn how to sew. So I bought this Brother SE1900 sewing and embroidery machine. We're gonna try using it for the first time. I have literally never even threaded the bobbin before. I didn't even know what that was until I did this video. So it's sure to be an adventure. Come along with me as we sew our very first tote bag. This is what she looks like in the end. So as you can see, we did accomplish our goal, but I'm gonna take you through the journey with me. So if you're starting to sew, you wanna sew, you're a beginner, this is a great video for you because you're gonna get to see me figure it all out in real time. Okay, let's take this show on the road. Okay friends, we are at Hobby Lobby and we are here for one thing and one thing only, and that is fabric. Does that mean we will get one thing only? No, but we are here for fabric for our very first sewing project. We're making a tote bag and I think I need a yard. Really, the pattern only calls for half a yard, but we're gonna be getting a yard because I'm planning to fail, but I'm not failing to plan. So we will end up with a tote bag by the end of the day today. Who knows how we're gonna get there. It's gonna be messy, but we gotta start somewhere and we're gonna learn. So let's go get some fabric in the good old Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. Somebody explain to me why it's 60 degrees. We're gonna go look at the cotton prints. So there's a lot of options. I'm not really sure what I need, so we're gonna grab a couple options, and when they cut it, I'm gonna ask for their advice. Okay, so there's a lot of options. Oh, I do like that. I like these gauzy ones. So many options. Okay. That's cute. Right?
Yeah, I think those two go together.
It's a need. There's another one.
Alrighty, and then we can do half a yard of this one, right?
Yes. I'm really glad.
Line 3, please. Framing line 3. Thank you.
I'm really glad that we got the one thing we came for. We got the goods. And bye, dinosaur. Okay. The first thing we're gonna do is thread the bobbin. This is the first time I've ever done it. Okay, so it says your thread has to be poking out from the bottom. So, oh, and then I need like a little cap. Hold on. Okay, so maybe like that. Okay, get on there. Okay, before we mess it up again, here we go. Just, okay. All right, so it goes, oh, it's wrapped around the top again. Oh, well. Oh, wait, no. There. There, we gotta follow our little guides. I forgot to put a bobbin on. Okay, I just feel like this is wrong. She made this look so easy. Do we think that was it?
We're gonna find out.
Where's the on button? Oh, it's over here. I'm really scared to press right now because I feel like it's just gonna go crazy. Let's wind the bobbin. I think it has to go through its little power up. Oh God, okay. It's all right. I've got this. We're doing it! Okay, so I just like literally give it a little snip snip. We wound our bobbin! Okay, so now we have to thread the machine because that was literally just winding the bobbin. Okay, we can pause. And I have to thread it up here. Around the U-turn. I don't feel like I did that part right, but whatever. And then number 6. Oh my Lord, that's so much smaller than I thought. Okay, that actually wasn't bad. It just kind of pops right in there. Okay, and now I gotta thread the needle. This is the threading the needle part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that really it? Oh wait, I didn't put my bobbin in.
Whoops.
Okay, let's put the bobbin in. Oh, it has like a little hat that comes right off. Okay. I'll just set that off the side. It's okay. I think it'll just sit there because it's like it magnetized it. This way, so we drop it in. Right?
Yes, I think so. Let's hope so. We'll find out.
Okay, so now we can do this part. Watch it not work. And then she said, pull the loop. Got it. Look, I don't think it's supposed to be that long. You know?
You're learning.
We're learning. Okay, so now, I don't know what foot to use. It looks like for these simple ones, you use J. Well, this guy has to do with this somehow. Back to YouTube. Okay, we're gonna try to get this guy off because I do think that is the key. Oh no. Okay, we did it. She made it look so easy, but now it looks so naked.
Does part of it go on one side of the...
Yes, and it like slides up.
That makes so much more sense.
And then you just tighten it. And then to get the foot on, you just kind of get under there and line it up. Nailed it! Okay, so we threaded our bobbin, we threaded our needle, finally, but tomorrow I will cut out all my pieces and actually start sewing. I think I've done enough work for today. Okay, we are back. It is day 2 and it's time to actually sew, which I'm a little stressed about. So I still have my needle threaded and my bobbin threaded from the other day. And I went ahead and cut all of my pieces. So I'll go ahead and show you what the pieces look like. I've got my actual tote bag piece. It is currently folded in half so that we can make it into a bag. We've got our pocket, which is gonna be this cute little Disney fabric that I found. And then I'm gonna make the straps also out of that Disney fabric. So this is really just a test. I did not like perfectly cut this. I mean, I tried, but I didn't like really take my time on it. And I also don't have sewing clips yet. So we're gonna try to sew this without clips. I think that's gonna be tough, but we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see how we do. I am interested to see how this works. So I watched a YouTube video and now I feel like I'm an expert. So let's get going. I'm gonna try to sew this first seam on the tote bag. And this is where I feel like clipping. I'm like terrified of this thing. I'm like afraid I'm gonna hurt myself. Like, am I sewing right now? Like, is anything happening? It's doing it. Y'all, I'm sewing. Okay, let's crank up the speed a little bit. Oh, okay, I get it. So I just have to like guide it through. Now what? How do I get it out? Do I just snip it? I did it! Oh my gosh, it's really jagged. That's where the clips would probably help, but that's okay. This is just our first try. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, now do we just get to do the other side? It said to do like a back stitch or a zigzag stitch to like really strengthen it. Actually, let's try. Let's not count ourselves out. We figured that out. So I'm gonna select this zigzaggy looking one and I'm gonna try to go right over top of where I just was. I think I'm getting the hang of this a little bit. Oh my goodness. Honestly, for a first try, I'm pretty proud. Seamstresses, don't come for me in the comments. Okay, this is my very first try. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to that original stitch and we're gonna do the other side. I will save you the pain of having to watch me do it. I'll sign off for a second. And when I come back, we'll do the straps. Okay, I just finished sewing this part. So now I'm gonna flip it inside out and I'm going to kind of press it at the seams to get like a really nice seam that doesn't look crazy. So I'm just gonna take my little heat press here and get a nice flat seam. Is it perfect? No. Is it pretty darn good? Yes. Is this even hot? Oh, this isn't on. I've been literally letting the heat press just sit there and heat up without ever turning it on. Okay, this should be good now. Let's get these side seams pressed. I like that I'm using my like mini heat press to do this because I don't really have an iron. I feel like I'm having trouble getting it to like even lay flat, and I think that's because my seam is like so jagged, but that's okay. Hopefully we'll have better luck with the lighter cotton coming up next. Okay, so to do our straps, we're going to fold them in just a little bit and press them in. I'm gonna start at the middle so I can get a good press on it. And then follow it all the way down here. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. I probably should have made my straps just a little bit thicker, but that's okay. And then we're gonna sew these long edges here so we don't have any like exposed raw seam. I think it's kind of the idea. All right, here we go. Gonna try not to stab myself. We'll go slow for starting on this one. All right, here we go. What? Check and rethread upper thread. Is it working? No, it did come undone. No! We have to rethread? Oh, goodness. Yeah, we did nothing just then. We just stabbed it a bunch of times. Okay. I'm gonna figure out how to rethread this and I'll be back. All right, here we go. We're not making a weird noise this time. Good start. All right, let's kick it up a notch, shall we? It's like getting close to the edge, which is kind of stressing me out, but that's okay. All right, now let's cut her out of there. Not bad. Not bad at all, friends. I'm gonna cut the excess string. She still looks a little like a hot mess, but it's my first attempt. Okay,
It's fine.
I'm gonna go off camera and do the other strap, and then we're gonna do the pocket. Okay, I've got both straps done. And now we're gonna sew the top seam on the bag, and then we're gonna put a pocket on it. So, got my bag inside out, and then I'm gonna fold, wrong side down. So basically just flipping it in on itself. I think that's right. We're gonna find out when we sew it, but now we have this like double seam on the inside, or this double edge here. We're really pushing it to the limit. I'm trying to just like come all the way around, but I feel like it's gonna be a little bit hard. We do not want a little bunched up seam. Okay, so I'm going to flip it back right side in. We're gonna pray that it looks like a bag. Okay, pop off. She does look like a bag. We do have some loose stringy strings right here, but that's my own fault. So I'm just gonna snip, give those a little snip, snip. And now we're gonna attach our straps. So I'm gonna make like little squares on the inside, and I do need to kind of measure because I want them to be about 3 inches. Actually, let's just do it, because what's the worst that could happen, right? So we're gonna sew our little straps in a little tiny square, and we're gonna get lucky if we make a square. So this requires a little more precision than what my previous stitches did. So we'll have to see how this goes. Okay, stop. Not like that. Let's lift you up. Lift you up. And let's just like kind of do this number maybe. I don't actually know if that's how you do that, but okay, so you can, as it turns out, just rotate it. I think that's good. You know what? It really could have been, it really and truly could have been so much worse. So I'm gonna do the other 3 squares and then I'll be back. Okay, handles are sewn on. She's looking like a tote bag. Would I say it's perfect? No. Would I say it looks like a tote bag? Yes. So next up is the pocket. So I already ironed down the edges and now I'm just going to sew the top seam and then I'll just have to sew it onto the bag. Alrighty, let's get down to business. Here we go. Oh, I forgot I had it on a higher speed this time. Well, it's my first pocket, so it's okay if it's a little jank. All right, let's see if I straightened her out any in the process of doing this. Also, like, I always waste so much thread because I like to get it like all the way out before I cut it.
I don't blame you.
Okay, actually, that could be a lot more crooked. I sewed the fabric upside down.
Oh, the princesses are on their head, aren't they?
All the princesses are upside down.
Hey, but you have a pocket.
It's all right. This is
Have a pocket.
This is what a first sewing project is all about. All right, last one. I'm definitely getting better at the actual act of the sewing. All right, the big reveal. How crooked is this pocket? Before you get to see it, I have to cut all these strings, so just hold your horses. Actually, I'm gonna make you wait. Okay, 2 days. It's so pathetic that this took me 2 days. Okay, this took me a few hours in total, but in 2 sittings over 2 days, it is now 8:30 in the evening and she is complete. The pocket is crooked and I did sew all the princesses upside down, but it's still a functional pocket and we did sort out some of the crookedness on the fly, which I'm pretty proud of. I call it a win. That's it. First sewing project in the books. Next week I go to Craftcation to teach. I'm definitely not teaching sewing. I'll be teaching crafting business marketing classes, but I get to take some sewing classes and now I feel ready. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you back here next time. If you want to see more sewing projects, hopefully less fails, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, happy crafting, friends.